Today, Xi Jinping stands as one of the most influential political leaders on the planet. He's often called China's most powerful leader since Mao Zedong, and he's fundamentally reshaping the country's politics, economy, and its role in the world. But his journey to the top was anything but a straight line. It's a story that weaves through revolution, political persecution, years of rural hardship, and a slow, careful climb up the ladder of the Chinese Communist Party. This is the rise of Xi Jinping explained. Xi Jinping was born in 1953 in Beijing. His father, Xi Jinping, was a revolutionary hero and a top leader in the early days of the People's Republic. This meant young Xi grew up as a princeling, part of China's red aristocracy, with a life close to the heart of power. But that privilege vanished almost overnight. In the 1960s, China plunged into the chaos of the Cultural Revolution. Xi's father was purged, accused of disloyalty, and stripped of his power. The family fell from grace, and the son of a higher-ranking official suddenly became the son of a political enemy. As a teenager, Xi Jinping was sent far from the capital to a poor, remote village called Liangjia. There, he lived in a cave dwelling, slept on a simple brick bed, and did hard labor in the fields alongside the local farmers. Life was a constant struggle. Looking back, Xi says these years taught him about hardship, discipline, and the realities of life for ordinary Chinese people. He was so determined that he applied to join the Communist Party multiple times before finally being accepted, even while his family was still politically blacklisted. After the Cultural Revolution ended, Xi returned to Beijing. He studied chemical engineering at the prestigious Tsinghua University, but instead of pursuing a technical career, he chose politics. He started at the bottom, working his way up through local government. Through the 80s and 90s, he held posts in different provinces, building a reputation as a steady, low-key official who was good at managing economic development and fighting corruption. He served 4 years in the dynamic coastal provinces of Fujian and Zhejiang, proving he could handle complex business-friendly economies. For a brief but crucial period in 2007, he was even made the party chief of Shanghai, China's most important financial hub. His big break came in 2007, when he was promoted to the Politburo Standing Committee, the absolute pinnacle of power in China. This move signaled he was being groomed for the top job. In 2008, he became vice president, the clear successor to then-leader Hu Jintao. Finally, in 2012, Xi Jinping became General Secretary of the Communist Party, the most powerful position in the country. A year later, he also became president and head of the military, consolidating his control over all 3 pillars of power: the party, the state, and the army. One of his first and most dramatic moves was a massive anti-corruption campaign. He vowed to go after both tigers and flies, meaning powerful senior leaders and minor officials alike. Thousands were investigated and punished, including some figures who once seemed untouchable. Supporters cheered this as a necessary cleanup of a corrupt system. Critics, however, suggested it was also a convenient way for Xi to eliminate his political rivals and concentrate power in his own hands. Under Xi, power has become far more centralized. He chairs numerous party-led groups that oversee everything from the economy to national security. His political philosophy, Xi Jinping thought, has been written into the constitution. In 2018, the 2-term limit for the presidency was abolished, paving the way for him to rule indefinitely, and in 2022, he secured a historic 3rd term as leader, breaking decades of precedent. Under his leadership, China has pursued the Chinese dream, a vision of national rejuvenation, technological dominance, and global influence. We've seen massive infrastructure projects, the expansion of the Belt and Road Initiative, and a more assertive foreign policy. At the same time, his tenure has seen tighter political controls, increased censorship, and growing tensions with the West. From a teenager exiled to a rural village to the most powerful man in a global superpower, Xi Jinping's story is inseparable from China's own journey over the last half-century. Understanding his rise is key to understanding the China of today and where it might be headed tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and if you found this interesting, Don't forget to like and subscribe.